What up, gamers? It's your boy Will 777JP back again for another mail call video. This is video number 7, I believe. Well, we are here, and this time I have some variety. We have from 3 different vendors. I got some from Best Buy, Amazon, Best Buy, I believe, Best Buy, eBay. So, I know what all of them are because they all came in pretty quickly. And if you guys watched my last mail call video, I told you guys that I had made a purchase that I wasn't quite sure, what was going to happen because it was taking too long. Well, it finally came in. The one that was sitting in Puerto Rico in the postal service. Now I contacted the seller. He's like, "Hey man, if there's no movement, because there was no movement for like 10 days, he's like, if there's no movement, I'll refund your money." And I'm like, "Dude, I don't want a refund. I want the damn games." But he's like, well, let's give it a couple more days." All right, cool. The very next day, the game all of a sudden appeared in like Tallahassee or something. I'm like, damn, it went from Puerto Rico to Tallahassee with no alerts, no nothing. All right, cool. That means that, the scanning was off, or, who knows. But it finally came in day before yesterday. Once again, today is Saturday. But either way, let's get opening some of these. This one is going to be, this video, these games are mainly based on cost. I got them because they were cheap. Not necessarily, well, let me take that back. I got them because they were cheap, and or I do have some interest in playing them, but not something that I would have normally just bought because I did have interest. I bought them because they, or at least 2 of them, I bought them because they were cheap. The rest are games that I wanted to play that I even paid over what their cost is because I want them. So let's start opening up. Let's open up the Amazon one first. We'll save the eBay's one for last. Those are, you know, those are a little bit more rare, I guess you would say. But the very first one we should open up, I think it's this big one. Let's get it out of the way. So big for such a small damn game. And here's my trusty multi-tool. Let's see if there's any. So the very first one is a Switch game. Not Mario, Sonic Superstars. Now this game I already own for the PlayStation 5. But I got this game because I wanted to be able to play it on the Switch, and also because it was $10. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, $10. Shout out to Warrior64. Best Buy, I think we are on the last day now, so 10 days ago. Best Buy started a sale. They tend to do once a year, sometimes twice, but mainly it's once a year, and it's a 10-day sale. And every day at midnight, the start of a new day, they'll post up a game, and that game will usually be $10. The very first day they had Madden 25 for $10. I did not buy that one. The second day was Sonic Superstar. The third day I also purchased. The fourth day was Skull and Bones, which I already purchased as well. The fourth day, then it started getting into some fluff. I think the fourth day was the Ubisoft game, Immortals of not Immortals of Avium. Dang it! What is the name of that game? Where it's like playing off like Zeus and Hercules and Enix, something Enix. Either way, if I think of the name, I'll bring it up. But that was like the fourth or fifth day. Then they came out with the Kobe Bryant edition of NBA 2K. Then it was last night was GT 7 for the PS4, which I didn't buy because I already got a physical for the PS5. And today will be the last day. I know that I'm missing some games in between there, but the last like 3 or 4 days were fluff, man. Just like Ubisoft games or sports games, which Riders of the Republic was on there as well, which I bought Riders of the Republic last year, and I also paid $10 for it. Not from Ubisoft, but I think it was from Amazon. But game is actually pretty decent. I mean, if you like extreme sports and stuff, I mean, it's a Ubisoft game, so it's polished. It's, really got no bugs. Which, if you notice, Ubisoft tends to put out games that are ready to go. Whether they're interesting or not, or full of fluff, that's an individual opinion. But yeah, but either way, so Sonic Superstars, even though I own this for the PS5, I wanted it for the Switch, and at that price, $10, can't beat that. So this is a very, very good buy. This game is still selling for like $30-$40. Retail, I think it was like 50, even 60. I don't remember, but very good game for a very good price, and it's multiplayer. So that's game number 1. Next one will be the other Best Buy game, which we have right here. Now this one is another Switch game, and this one is Fitness Boxing Fist of the North Star. Now, I generally don't like fitness games. I just don't. I just think that they're kind of weak. But this one is pretty good, or it looks pretty good to me. And on top of that, the art style is phenomenal in this game. So yeah, it wouldn't hurt to do more physical activity, that's for sure. And honestly, that's what made up my mind on this. It's like, you know what, Will, you need to be more physically active. Why not play something like this, have fun with my son, and just play a video game and stay a little bit active. So this is another one of those Best Buys. I think this was day 3, where Sonic Superstars was day 2. This one I think was day 3, and for $10, once again, this game retails, I think it's for $30 or $40. You can't beat it, man. Can't beat it. So 2 Nintendo Switch games for $20. How often do Nintendo games go on sale anyway, man? Think about that. Just for the $10 alone, that's worth it. Like, come on, we all go to the gas station in the morning or whatever, get you a cup of coffee, maybe a donut. You're at $10 right there. You buy a Red Bull, whatever energy drink, you're at $10. Why not get, hours and hours and hours of entertainment for that $10? So, all right, so these 2 were part of the Best Buy deal for the last 10 days. $10 a piece. Next one we should open up. What's this? Oh, my Amazon game. I don't know what this is. Here, we'll do the big one. Get these big packages out of the way. This next Amazon one, I really don't remember. I know one Amazon game, but I don't remember the second one. Oh, okay. Yes. Broadsword Warlord Edition. Now, this is another one of these games that I got because it was $10. It is a strategy game. Is it a strategy game? Yeah, it is a turn-based strategy game. With any of you guys know me, I do not like turn-based games at all. But for a PS5 game at $10, I mean, turn-based strategy, why not? Why not? I mean, the game looked decent enough. It's local multiplayer, which those games are starting to become more and more uncommon, and it has it's part of a time in our history that I really, really do like. Back when we had swords and shields and arrows and conquering lands, like that time in our history I really, really like, and it fascinates me. So anything Middle Ages basically and before, I really, really appreciate it. So I may not like the strategy part of the game, but I definitely appreciate the Middle Ages part of the game, and I'm looking forward to checking it out eventually. Now, it might take me 5 years to even open this game up and play it. It doesn't matter, because this wasn't a game that I was gonna buy anyways, and I just bought it because it was $10. So right now we have 3 games opened up, and with these 3 games, I can probably get over 150 hours of entertainment for $30. 10, 20, 30. Three different genres, three different art styles, three different, ways to play, two different consoles. Over 150 hours. The value in this is insane. I'm sure the strategy game by itself has a ton of hours, but I mean, come on, video game entertainment is the best entertainment. So let's open up the other one. Let's see. Let's go back to the Best Buy or Amazon. This is our last Amazon one that we got here. Since we just opened the last Amazon, I know exactly what this one is. And I have had this game pre-ordered. Bam! Cat Quest 3, baby. Ooh, it's got a little book or something in there. Cat Quest 3. Now, this one I've had pre-ordered since May of this year, I think. So this is by the way, Cat Quest 3 is like a dungeon kind of game. You have local co-op. Do you have online co-op? I don't think so. But it's one of those few games that has local co-ops. It's a cat game basically, and there's so many puns with cat lingo, and it's just a cute little cool game. There is some challenge to it. Don't get it twisted. There is a little bit of challenge, but it's nothing like a Elden Ring where you're gonna keep fighting the boss for a million times. I mean, you might. Who knows where your skill level base is? But I platinumed the first Cat Quest, which I played with my son. About 30 to 40% on Cat Quest 2. Which I've been playing with my son, and that's kind of why I've been taking a while to beat that game. And I just wanted to have this one, man. I mean, this game is awesome. It's funny. It's a shorter game. It only takes about 10 hours, maybe, but it's so well done, so very well polished. This time they're including vehicle combat or ship combat, so I'm excited to check that out. But man, yeah, and this is like one of the little puns I'm talking about. Like, instead of saying perfect, they say perfect. Like a cat purring. And that's the little puns that they do in this game. But this is a great example to take a minute to talk about digital versus physical, because so this game has no DRM in it, right? That means I can pop the game in with no internet and install it straight from the disc and play it right away. The reason, so I paid $30 for this game. So we have the first three games, right? 10, 10, 10. $30 was for this game. Now, I could have bought this game digitally for $20, $19.99. Actually, I could have paid a little bit less, because if you're a PS Plus member, I think you got it was like 15% off. I don't know, it was like $18. You saved a couple bucks. I could have paid like $18 for the game. But physical games are extremely important to me, man. You just digitally, like this game, I'll be basically able to play forever as long as I have a disc drive, right? I can sell it, I can trade it, I can just keep it sealed up, keep it in my collection, stare at it. I can do a million different things with it. With a digital game, you can't necessarily do that. Now, thankfully, with PlayStation, they have made digital games a little bit more accessible, with the whole share play and stuff like that. But to me, it was worth spending the extra dollar to get it digital or physical. Easy, hands down, and I would pay it again. And most games you don't pay more, but on indie games or like AA games, not even AA games, but indie games specific, you can get them on PS Plus or on the PlayStation Network for maybe $20, sometimes even $30. But physical, you almost always pay about $10 more, almost always. Now, I could have taken a chance and not bought it and wait for the game to go on a discount like on Amazon, so for it to drop down to that $20 price point, from the $30 that it retails for. But sometimes with games like this, you can't predict, man. Sometimes they sell out, And mind you, with games like this, when they get especially indies, when they get a physical release, they don't make a whole bunch of them. Wait till they sell out, keep making them, wait till that sells out, keep making them, that sells out, and then as the sales slow down, they stop producing them, right? And then you see them on a blowout sale, and you know, you get them for $5-10 like I did with these two games. That hardly ever happens with indie games. With indie games, they tend to put one order in the beginning, and depending on how well that order sells, they probably won't place another order, right? Because as you guys know, video games sell the best within the first week, and after that, the drop off is insane. So, you know, ordering these games, you don't want to sit on stock, right? Especially for an indie game where marketing is very expensive, stuff like that. So, in order for me to get it at that $20 price that I can match digitally, I have to hope that one, the game doesn't sell as well, that there's some still left over, because there's some people that they're just waiting for a discount no matter how big it is. So if the game retails for $30, a $5 discount is enough for them to pull the trigger to make themselves feel better. Like, okay, this is worth it. I got some money saved. I didn't buy retail. I didn't spend retail. So who knows? I've seen games that just didn't sell, and they're great games, and now it's been 2 years and they're in the discount bin at whatever, and they're $5 physical. You cannot wait on games to do that, because very small amount of games get to that point. Right now, you might be saying, well, Will, you're lying, because when I go to the store and I see the discount bin, it's always full of games. Yeah, it's always full of games that you would never buy day one, or even month one, or sometimes not even year one. It's leftover games that you probably wouldn't have played. And if you do play that game and it still ended up in the discount bin, more than likely it won't be an indie game like this. More than likely it'll be some big AAA game where they got their money's worth and now they're just milking it for all they got. You know, well, there's different circumstances. I don't want to generalize everything, but those are pretty much the what you end up seeing with physical games. But I support my physical. I'll even pay extra for my physical. Physical is very important for me. There's even games that I really, really want to play and they don't have a physical copy, and I'll buy it digital, and then you find out later that, hey, they're going to do a re-release of the game physically, and those games, then I'll wait to get a discount. You know, I'll wait for the bottom of the barrel type of price before I go for it, because I already own it digitally and I already gave them my money. But if I really love the game, then I also wanted physical, I'll do that. So, like, for example, there's Alan Wake is getting a re-release. Well, not re-release, but it's getting a physical release in October. That game came out October 2023. I ended up buying it day one, or not day one, but the first week, basically day one, because my brother-in-law wanted to play it, which I wasn't interested in it, but he wanted it, and he comes visit me, you know, a few times, a couple times a month, and maybe a few times a year he'll play on my PS5, right? He's not a gamer at all, but it was something about that game that interested him, so he's like, hey, I'll pay for it, and then every time I come visit you, then I will just play for a little bit. Well, this game is going on a year anniversary, and this man has no more than an hour into it, right? So it's like, fuck it, I'll play it for a free game. But that game is coming out with a physical release next month, or in October. I will not be getting that game, because I don't love it enough to try to have it in my collection. Now, if that game, mind you, I have it digitally. Now, if that game later on drops down to $15, maybe $20, would I buy it just to keep it in my collection? Yes, I would. Anything under $20, I would buy it. One, because it's the second game, or sometimes people consider it the third game, but it's a direct sequel to, or I think it's a direct sequel to Alan. I know they had that one other game in like Arizona or some shit, but there's already other IPs or other games in the IP. I do have the first Alan Wake, so that's why I would probably buy it, just to complete the little mini collection there between those two games. But fuck, either way, I'm talking a lot. So yeah, Cat Quest, this one $30. These two are from eBay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right, let's go with this one. So this is the eBay game. Now this one, I think I know what it is. This one is Guilt for the PS5. Now, Guilt is a game that originally came out for the PS4. It is a game that got recommended to me by a viewer of the Thriftiest Gaming Podcast Wednesday nights. So if you're not following Thrifty, hop on over to his channel, hit the like, subscribe, and watch his latest video. Hit the like, I'm on there. We have a podcast, and it was from JP Loco. He recommended this game. He said this game is pretty good. He likes it. It's a story-based game, a narrative single-player game. It's got a little bit of horror in it. So I was interested. I saw the trailer. I'm like, okay, I'm interested in this. So this is another one where I paid on digitally. This game is, I think it was $30 or so, $30, and it goes on sale all the time on a PS Plus, right? Well, something like this, where it's a game that it's not, there's not many physical copies out there, I wanted to have. And also, as you can tell, it has the PEGI.info. So this rating system, it's not from the United States. So this game never got released in America physically. This is, I think, is European, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. European rating system. I wanted it. The problem came into play is the price. Now, this game, I paid, well, let me tell you the story. So this game is selling right now for $50, brand new, on eBay. I found a couple copies that were $40 and $45 on eBay that were opened, right? So I'm like, damn, for the price difference, I'll just get it brand new. Well, I ended up messaging this one guy who has sold like, I don't know, I think he said like 10 of these already. And I say, hey, dude, I've bought a couple games from you already off eBay for my PS3, and I actually bought an Xbox 360 game from him, which I didn't know, man. I was just looking at my history and whatever, and I saw that I bought a couple games from this guy on eBay without knowing. And I was like, you know, I'm kind of interested in Guilt, but, you know, I'm worried that because it's a European rating, the game won't run on the PS5 or is location blocked or something like that, you know. And I'm just playing ignorant, right? Because I know that this game is not. You can pop it in your PS5 right now and play it, and which I'm planning on to. And he's like, and I'm like, yeah, I bought a game from you. I know that you got good customer service and all. Can you please answer this question for me? He's like, yeah, you'll be able to play this game, blah, blah. We started chatting a little bit. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, if there's a way you can send me an alert once the pricing goes down, let me know. I would like to play it, but it's just 50 is a little bit too much for me. And but either way, thank you for answering my question. And he hit me right back up. He's like, all right, cool. I'll do it for $30. I was like, brand new? He's like, yeah, brand new, $30, but you got to pay shipping, which is $5. I was like, $35? All right, bet. I'll do it. So I ended up paying $35 for a game that's selling for $50. So right now I can post this game on eBay and sell it for $50 and make $15 just by swapping hands, right? Well, maybe I'll make $10 because I got to pay for shipping my damn self to send it out. So $5 in shipping. But either way, I'm super excited to play this. Shout out to JP Loco once again for recommending this game. I saw some of the reviews. People love this game. It's very creative, so I'm excited to play as well. I don't know when I'll get to it, man. We talked about this with the last Mill Call videos. There's so many games coming up, and also I'm currently playing a couple different games. One of them is Atlas Fallen with a shout out to Henry Heck. If you guys watch Henry Heck's videos on YouTube, go follow him, hit that like, subscribe, share his stuff out. Dude's got some good stuff on there, man. He does a lot of opinion-based videos about all sorts of things. And he's a gamer. Like me and him have been playing Atlas Fallen. We have a couple boss fight that we whooped yesterday. We're having a blast. We're going to play again today. So please follow him, check him out. But so I'm playing Atlas Fallen with Henry Heck, so I don't know when I'll get to it, but I'm definitely, this is, out of all the games I've gotten so far, this is the one that I definitely want to play first out of this mail call video. And last but not least, this is an eBay game, another eBay game. This one I know exactly what it is. Now, it is 2 games in one. in one package. I bought 2 games from the same vendor. Now, this game I am a little concerned about. I'm concerned of the quality. That's my biggest thing. I am concerned about. I mean, he did a great job packing it up, but I am concerned about the quality of the case and the discs. Yeah, he did a tremendous job packing this thing up. I don't know if they were just bad pictures or whatever, but the way they looked in the eBay, posting, it just looked like it was in terrible shape, man. It looked scratched to shit. It looked terrible. Now I am excited to see exactly what it looks like, but yeah, I've been worried. And these games, Fear 1 and Fear 2 for the PS3. Now, I guess my fears weren't overblown. Yeah, this is terrible condition. I mean, it's not the worst condition, but pretty bad. This is Fear 2, and look at this. I mean, it's got with the sleeve, but this thing is in terrible condition. It's yellow. You know, it looks like it came from a very humid area, which it is because he lives in Puerto Rico, the Caribbean. I mean, it's complete, right? But yeah, complete, but this is terrible condition. See the game. That's the most important thing anyway. Well, the game looks good. That's what matters. The discs look good, so that's what matters, right? Because we got to be able to play the game. The book, pretty good condition. Little bent here in the edge. Looks like he what's this? Wanted. I heard this game sucks so bad. Yeah, that's the most important part. It's the book. It's a complete game. The disc is in good shape, so I can't complain too much. And plus, I paid $20 for this, for Fear 1 and Fear 2. So for the price for both games, that's why I took the risk, because I'm like, for $20, who cares if the cases aren't in that good condition? This disc is also in good condition. It has a thumbprint, but that's okay. It's also complete in box, and the book feels like new. Oh, remember the Scarface video game for the PS2? Sheesh, such a long time ago. Yeah, so the book is in good condition. The disc is in good condition. That's all that matters. I never played the Fear games. This is another one of those PS3, Xbox 360 generation games that are kind of classics where people know all about them. I know that Fear 3 exists out there as well. I think there's a trilogy to this IP, maybe more, I don't know, but at least 3 mainline games. I will end up getting the third one, eventually, but don't know when that will be. I mean, I still have so many PS3 games that I haven't even touched yet, but yeah, so Fear. I like horror games only when they have a good story and they have good gameplay. But if it's just like horror just for the sake of horror, I don't really care too much for them. I mean, unless it's like the story's phenomenal. Now, I have been playing, what's it called? Into the Deep on Xbox. And that game's got me pretty, I don't want to say hooked, but it's got me interested. And plus it's a short game, so 4 hours, so I'll get that beat. But either way, guys, this is the mail call video for today. So today we have a total of 7 games. So we have Fitness Boxing, Fist of the North Star for the Switch, Sonic Superstars for the Switch, Guilt for the PS5, Broadsword for the PS5, Cat Quest 3 for the PS5, Fear 1 and Fear 2 for the PS3. So once again, 3 generations of 3 consoles, 3 different consoles. 3 different generations, 3 different consoles. Last mail call video we had of games for PS2, PS3, PS4, and PS5, which was amazing. I didn't plan for that. But once again, thank you guys so much for checking the video out. Hit that like and subscribe. Follow me on X. I post a lot on there, and I know some of you guys have been asking about my collection. That video is coming soon, guys. But you gotta think, man. I'm just a family man, a working man. You know, I don't have all the free time in the world. I do this because I want to share my hobby with my friends. You know, that's what I do it for. I'm not trying to be famous or nothing like that, or get rich off YouTube, which I don't. You know, I'm not a little bad bitch with, you know, with Sims following me. So that will probably never happen. I'll probably have to work till the day I die. But hey, that's okay. At least we get to play games and enjoy ourselves, right? But yeah, hit me up on there. Once again, if you have any games that you recommend that I should play or get, leave them down in the comment section. Send me a message. Let me know, hey, I think you would like this game. Or let me know what you think of this collection that I got. Do you think that me buying Fitness Boxing Fist of the North Star a stupid buy? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Or if you love it. If you love Sonic Superstars, let me know what you think. If you have any tips on how I should play the game, especially for like Fear 1 and Fear 2, if there's anything that I should know, anything that you guys recommend I do, any lore that I should learn before I play it, hit me up. Let me know. Otherwise, have a great day, guys, and stay gaming.